Hey Taurus, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is going to be our daily reading for Friday, December 18th. Let's take a look at what's going on with Taurus today. We have an ending. This is the Ten of Swords in reverse. So we're talking about a paradigm shift, a big change of mind here. Like long-held beliefs, finally seeing like a crack in the armor and considering a new mindset, a new way of thinking, a new possibility. What's the challenge here? We have the World in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, someone's still pretty set in their ways, still clinging to their wisdom, closed-mindedness, and yeah, this just feels like stubbornness. The World in reverse here feels like a recognition by this energy that things are changing, and it's a resistance to that. It's like, I need to cling to my own identity, my own wisdom, my own ideas, and yet, you know, that's in the face of this big change that's happening. So with the Ten of Swords in reverse and the World here, the change is happening. I feel like there's anyone who tries to avoid it isn't going to have easy going of that. What's the focus here? What are my Taurians focused on? We have the Five of Pentacles. So you're ready to cut ties with whatever is not going to be in line with your vision anymore. So I have a feeling like you are ideologically at odds with someone or with a group, and you are now at the point where there's just this resistance to change. There's resistance to the new ideas, and you're like, all right, if I have to cut my losses and no longer mess with you, that's how it wants to come out. Then that's what you're willing to do. In the recent past, we have the Three of Swords. Someone hurt someone else's feelings, and I have a feeling that's what led to directly the change. It's like that was the last straw. This may be a pattern of behavior. Someone kind of being very close-minded, very stuck to their own ideas, and this was just the straw that broke the camel's back. This was, you know, I feel like you took a stand and you said, you know, things have to change, and I'm willing to walk away or kick you out if this doesn't change. Let's see the energy of the environment. We have the Emperor in reverse, so a change in power. The Moon and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So we have deeper issues being looked at here, or there are deeper issues actually causing this situation. Like whatever is being addressed directly is just what's on the surface. There's so much more that is behind it, that's under that, that may not actually be addressed through this experience. It may just be that you're addressing the symptoms and not the root cause. That's what it seems like right now. We do have a challenger, someone who's kind of upset and angry, and someone who's who was in power or more controlling or more so the authority in the situation. I have a feeling that's the person who was, you know, that King of Swords energy, the one that wants to take charge, stick to their own ideas. I see them kind of getting taken a notch down. Let's see what's coming up in the near future. what's coming up next for Taurus? We have the Knight of Swords. So this is, I feel like, writing the energy of that reversed King of Swords and taking a step back from the harshness of their stance, because it's going from the king to the knight. Someone's willing to take action on their ideas, and they're more so wanting to move the situation forward. It's not saying they're letting go of their ideas, but they're being more practical about it, and it's more important for them to be able to move the situation forward and take action and keep things flowing, and they don't want to get stuck on this. So you may see someone, be willing to compromise in order to move the situation forward, but they're not really changing their mind per se. Let's take a look at your surprise energy. The Sun. That's okay. That was a little unexpected for me. I wasn't seeing a lot of, rosy feeling in this situation, but you're going to be surprised by some sort of really positive outcome here. The Sun is more about how you feel versus what you see around you, but it is the environment kind of interacting with how you feel. It's like you're going to feel expansive, you're going to feel joyful, you're going to feel optimistic. That's what resonates the most, optimistic. So what comes after this, no matter how the situation develops, you're going to be like going from a pessimistic to an extremely optimistic viewpoint. Your hopes and fears, we have the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. You're kind of this feels like you've been brushing things under the rug that have bothered you because you're just a nurturer, you're a giver. You want to take care of other people. You want to make sure they feel good. You want to feed them. See, she's like baking this lovely pie, like, oh, I can ignore the fact that this is a problem. Let me just take care of you. You are self-aware. If that's your situation, you're aware that that's part of your pattern. You're hopeful that your approach will help the situation. You're also partly concerned that your approach is part of the problem. Let's see and I'll clarify what I mean by that. With that, the Eight of Swords, that's that element of fooling yourself, of telling yourself lies, and partnered with the Queen of Pentacles energy. I feel like you're doing so in order to take care of the situation, like to give love to the situation. Let's take a look at the eventual outcome. How are these energies going to culminate for Taurus? There's going to be a big decision. We have Judgment. This isn't minor arcana decision, Two of Swords. This is major arcana decision. So something that's going to be impactful for a significant amount of time. This is kind of going to set the stage for how things are moving forward. I feel a little bit of like a line in the sand being drawn. So, and I do feel Judgment in the upright is a good decision, but I feel like maybe not everyone is going to feel like it's a super duper great situation or a great decision, because I do feel like there's going to be someone who gets their way more than others. There's going to be someone who really needs to do a lot of change or compromise, and someone who's already compromising too much, and they're the ones kind of insisting that this change, that this decision needs to happen. Let's get you some advice. We have the Death card. Let the situation transform. This is Spirit saying that there are things that are going to fall out of your day-to-day. Your patterns are going to change. This is going to look totally different when you come out the other side of this experience. For some of you, this means that the relationship will end. For others, it just means it's going to be a totally new relationship. Like I don't know if you've ever talked to couples that have been together for like 50, 60 years. I've heard from a few couples that have been together that long that they've been through sort of mini relationships throughout their time together, where they'll have, a stretch of a few years where they feel like, I'm a certain person, you're a certain person, and here's how we get along, and here's how we don't. And then they kind of change, they'll grow apart a little bit, and then they'll get to know each other again. Like, who are you now? Who are you now? So that's kind of more so what this feels like. I feel like the relationship is needing to go through a metamorphosis in order to really suit both people. Equally is a rough word. It's overly simplifying the situation, but that's the sense of what I'm getting here. It's there's an imbalance that needs to be brought into better balance here, and the transformative energy that's available to you is meant to do that. All right, Taurus, I hope that helped. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye.